All right, today's activity 3.4. This is a super long article or activity, so I'll break it up into 3 different parts because there's 3 separate articles, because that's what we usually do in class, break it up over a couple different work periods. But the learning targets, if you look at the top here, identify reasons and evidence in a text and analyze how they support claims. We're also going to participate in, we might not get that far. Debates in 6th grade are usually screaming matches, so we'll see. We'll probably prepare for a debate. How about that? Claim, we talked about the claim last time, is something that needs to be backed up with reasons and evidence. You can't just say something and not back it up with reasons and evidence. Okay, so here's the difference. Reasons are the points or opinions the writer gives to show why his or her claim should be accepted. And evidence is a more specific type of support, several kinds of evidence such as facts. This is really important right here, so I'm going to even highlight this. Facts, statistics, examples, observations, quotations, and expert opinions. We're going to come back to that. Can be used to support reasons. Sometimes people believe that reasons should be sufficient to win an argument, but arguments without evidence are just personal opinions. Argumentative speakers and writers should attempt to use both reasons and evidence to be most effective. Okay, so if we think back to the last one about pennies, a reason that pennies should be banned is that they're expensive. Okay, and a statistic or a piece of evidence for that would be the exact money amount, exact dollar amount that is being wasted on pennies every year. That would be a reason pennies are wasted money, and evidence is the actual amount of money. That would be a statistic or a fact to back up that reason. Okay, you can't just say, it's because they waste money, and then not know how much they waste and not have to follow that up with some type of evidence to support that. Okay, so that's going to be super important in our essays as well. These are real life skills, so if you are having an argument with your parents about something, or you want a new dog, or you want your allowance raised, and you just come up with reasons, because I want more money. That's not very good. I want more money because, and then you have evidence to support whatever reason it is. That's going to be helpful for you to win arguments, because most people in the younger age just think that talking louder and repeating yourself over and over again is the way to win an argument, which is not. Okay, so we have 3 different articles. The first one, we have a purpose for it. We're going to do this similar types of things. We're going to mark the text for reasons for both sides of the argument. So one color for pro, one color for con. So one side for the topic is, should dodgeball be banned in schools? Okay, and then also looking for unknown words and phrases if there are any. Okay, so go ahead and read this article. And remember, this is just teaching us what an argumentative text looks like. Okay, so keep that in mind as you read. Okay, question number 1. What context clues help you determine the meanings of critics in paragraphs 3 and proponents in paragraph 5? So those might be words that you weren't familiar with. So using context clues, how can we figure out what those 2 words mean? Number 2, summarize the claims of both sides of the issue, providing details from the text. So both sides are supported. What are their reasons? What are their claims for both sides? According to the article, what are some ways to minimize the violence of dodgeball? And then we're going to identify. So side A, you can choose, would be for banning dodgeball. Side B would be against banning dodgeball. And then their reasons, so that would be their claim. Dodgeball should be banned. Dodgeball should not be banned. And then one reason, there's more than one, but one reason why it should and shouldn't. So you're going to identify both sides of the argument here. You're going to provide their reason, then you're going to provide their evidence, and then you're going to identify the type of evidence. Remember that list that we highlighted earlier will be the type of evidence. So is it an expert opinion? Is it a statistic? Is it a fact? Okay, so identify what type of evidence they use. And then it says, take a side on the dodgeball argument. Using the evidence you found in the text for either claim, be sure you quote the evidence accurately, and don't misinterpret the information. Write why that evidence in the context of the article provides the most convincing support for whether dodgeball should be banned in school. Then brainstorm other reasons and or evidence that might strengthen either side of the argument. So you're going to choose one and write yourself a claim that you're going to take a side. Okay, and that is the first article.